on The Collector with me, Jace, and a bit of a, I suppose, a different video really, because this one I'm talking about a Lord of the Rings piece by Prime One Studio that I've decided to not pre-order. And there was quite a few of you were asking me about this, and I was sort of thinking I'm going to do a video on that. But with so many of you asking, I thought it will be better than me keep sort of explaining comments. And also in comments, if you're prepared to write a comment that long, it's very difficult to get it across as well. So, and I do have my reasons behind this, which I'll explain to you now. Now, I just want to clarify from the outset that I personally believe that this Gandalf piece is one of the best sculpted Gandalfs I've ever seen. Portrait-wise, on the market at the moment, I think there's only one that beats it, which is Infinity's half-scale silicon one. I think Prime One's sculpted portrait is better than Infinity's portrait. That's my opinion. I really do think it's excellent. I like the pose. For me, it's very reminiscent of the cover of the book I've got, the artwork on the book I have upstairs. Yeah, so I like that. I do agree with some people with the swap out being on the left hand for glamdring. I think, yeah, they kind of missed a trick there. I think it should have been on the right hand, but I can kind of see why they've done it, because the staff's got the LED feature, and you know, who's going to sort of swap that out maybe for glamdring and not have the LED feature. It's a bit reminiscent to the Balrog diorama with the light up sword but not the light up whip. So I can kind of see why they've done that. I like the regular, I like the base with the regular. It's a nice subtle base. A lot of people were saying they didn't want this big outlandish Balrog head, so you don't need to have it. And it's good to see quite an even split from what I've seen of going for the regular and people going for the Balrog head. Now, in regards to the Balrog head, again, I think it looks superb. It's LED lit. It's got a mini version of the diorama on the back. All of this is excellent. And like so many of you, I was blown away by it when I saw it. Blown away by it. And I do think it's excellent. But the reasons I'm not going for it are for me. And I'm going to explain those to you now. I'll try to explain why I'm not going for it. You see, the thing for me is, first of all, I'm confused by the number of boxes. This isn't particularly a reason why I'm not going for it, but the regular's in 2 boxes. Why? You can't tell me, looking at that regular, just a quarter scale figure and a flat base, that is bigger than, say, the Aragorn piece and his base. And I certainly can't see that it is bigger than the Legolas piece and the enormous base that he came on, one with half a dead Uruk-hai on the back of it. Both those pieces came in 1 box, so I can't work out why that comes in 2 boxes, and therefore the exclusive of the Balrog head, or the ultimate, whatever they've called it, comes in 3 boxes, which for me means more boxes, it's more expensive to ship it. Something else that I've got to... You see, he came in 3 boxes, I can understand that. But I can't understand why the Gandalf piece, even the Ultimate, is coming in 3. And I can't understand why the regular's coming in 2. So straight away I was there thinking, I'm going to have to pay heavy shipping on this piece. And that's an issue for me when it's quarter scale. And I can't see why it's in 3 boxes, even for the Ultimate. I can't see why the regular's in 2 and the Ultimate's in 3. So first of all, there was that. That bothered me. That did bother me. The next was the pricing. And you guys know me, I don't whinge and bitch about pricing, but that doesn't mean I don't question it. Now, whereas the Ultimate with the Balrog head is $1,950, I think that's 1,600 quid for me. And the regular is $1,200, which is about $1,000. Funny enough, it was the regular, because this is kind of... I'm building to a point, trust me, I'm trying to. The regular price seemed a little bit more outlandish than the Ultimate price, and I'll explain why. Because for the Ultimate, 1,600, I'm getting that huge Balrog head. It's LED lit. There's the diorama on the back. It's huge. It's heavy. So I can sort of get that. I can sort of almost get my head around maybe why that drags into 3 boxes, kind of. But with the regular at 1,200, that makes it, so basically a quarter scale Gandalf with an LED feature on a flat base, coming in 2 boxes, is more expensive than Aragorn by a couple of hundred quid. He's more expensive than Legolas by a couple of hundred quid. Thereabouts, I think. I've not actually checked the prices, but he's more expensive, trust me. More expensive than the Berserker, and more expensive than Frodo and Gollum, who have an LED feature as well. So I'm there looking at that and I'm thinking, well, I don't get that pricing, to be honest. I don't whinge and bitch about it. I feel the 1200 is more of a price than the actual the 1950. I can see more for the 1950 than I can for the 1200. So there's a couple of things there that the more I thought about it on the day before the pre-order came out, the more it began to bug me. And then I started thinking, well, why are you buying it? What are you buying it for? And all along I've been saying, oh, it's going to look great displayed next to my diorama, which it would. But I was thinking, what does it bring into the party that the diorama doesn't? The Balrog isn't as good for starters because it's an upside down head. Don't get me wrong, like I said at the start of the video, I think it's superb. I really like it. I know a lot of you don't, and I can understand why you don't. I do. So I'm not knocking this for any one of you. I'm talking about me for my collection. I'm spending 1,900 for 1,600 quid, and it's going to be $1,000 to ship it. God knows what the import fee will be. So it's going to be so we're talking for me, $3,000 for an LED lit Balrog. I already have one. I have another one on the way by Queen Studios, wherever that is. At the moment, the company that shipped it to me are trying to locate it because it should have been here by now. And so technically I've got two already. So do I need a third? No. Even by my standards, that is a little bit excessive. I started thinking, well, do you just want the Gandalf then? Just buy the regular one. But I thought, I don't want to waste my display space on a Gandalf on a flat base when something like the King of the Dead, and that comes out. That's going to prioritise, so Gandalf will be straight out the door if I need the display space. I've got two Witch Kings coming, so I need to think, well, the half, I'm telling you now, the half scale one's going behind me here now, so I've got to think where Sauron's going to go. I'm definitely keeping the quarter scale one by Prime one because I think it's spectacular. Also, have you noticed Minas Morgul behind me there lit up? Doesn't it look ace? That is part and parcel of the display I'm going for, you see. I was going for it because I was wowed by the huge Balrog head, LED lit, but I've already got two. And if I didn't go for that, if I was sort of more sensible and thought, well, just go for the regular, I know, as soon as something else comes out or the Witch King arrives or I need a bit of space, like I've done with Aragorn, unfortunately I'm having to get rid of him because I need the display space. I know when the time comes, potentially Legolas will be next. And I know I'd be getting rid of Gandalf because I want the villains. I'm buying villains. My collection will be all villains, like horror collectors. Loads of them with fantastic pinheads. You don't see Kirsty, do you? And it's going to be sort of like my collection. It's going to be all villains. It's all going to be all the Lord of the Rings villains, as many of them as I can get. Terminator, Predators, Alien. That's what my collection is going to be. And unfortunately, I simply don't have the room to have all the members of the Fellowship as much as I'd love to have. Future, I've got to go with what I know currently. And what I know currently is if I was to buy the regular Gandalf, as soon as I needed the space, he'd be gone. It's not worth me paying $3,000. That's why I'm not going for it. It's just not worth me paying $3,000. I'd rather put that $3,000 towards the Mouth of Sauron. As soon as someone reveals a Mouth of Sauron for pre-order, I don't give a shit what the price is. I'm going for that. And that piece will never leave my collection. For me to buy the Gandalf piece, yeah, I'd buy the Balrog head and do a brilliant unboxing and do my review and be blown away by the LED feature, blah, 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 blah. And I am tempted. I'm almost talking myself into it now, saying this, because I'm picturing it in my head. This is what I do. But $3,000 for another LED lit Balrog. The only thing that's tempted me is the Balrog head. I'm not, as good as the Gandalf is, that is just secondary for me. Oh, why am I doing this video? I'm talking myself into it now after I've made my mind up not to go for it. Damn it. Yeah, see me going, oh, I don't know. I did this video. I'm just picturing it over there next to them. Oh, why did I do this? I this morning when I got up, I was like, yeah, I'm going to do that video. And everyone's going to be like, oh my God, Jason's not pre-ordering it. And I'm talking myself into it. Oh, what a dick. I'm going to shut up. Anyway, so I hope you kind of see where I am. And I hope you see my methodology behind why I'm really trying to not pre-order the Balrog, because I'm just going for another LED. I'm sure if the Queen Studios Balrog bus turns up in the next week or two, I'll be good, because I'll that'll do. That's it. That's what I've got to think of, really. So yeah, that's where I am. I'd love to hear from all of you what your thoughts on this Gandalf piece. I know a lot of you are going for it, and seriously, guys, don't think this is a video where I'm trying to talk anyone out of it. This is merely me trying to explain, because I'm getting a different approach to how I want my collection to be. A lot of you have asked me the question, where do you think my collection will be going in 2023? It will be focused on villains. Many Lord of the Ring villains in as I can. There's so much. There's Mouth of Sauron, there's the King of the Dead, there's Shelob, Watcher in the Water, Moria Orcs. So much more to come. I've had it under good authority that Infinity are doing a half-scale Berserker. I'm already all in on that. I don't even need to see it. That I'll be having that. I'm interested to see Queen Studios do any more busts, Infinity do any more busts in the Lord of the Rings line. I've got the Alien piece coming. I've got the Ellen Ripley piece coming. City Hunter Predator coming. We're now getting, what is it, third scale Terminator pieces. I'm interested to see it, but I can't. I've got my Terminator piece. But anyway, I'm interested to see it. So that's where my focal point is going to be going forwards. At the same time, I've still got wetter pieces coming in, quite a few decent wetter pieces. Well, I've got some brilliant wetter pieces coming in. Dead Marshes for one. Love to hear your views on this, guys. Love to hear how many of you are going for this. Which one are you going for? I just need to reiterate, I think both are spectacular. I don't blame any one of you going for these pieces. I think the Gandalf is excellent. I love the Balrog base. Well, you can see I love the Balrog base. Let me know. Let me know in the comments. Anyway, if you've enjoyed this video, please share it by clicking the old like button. And it goes without saying, if you haven't done so already, or you're new here, I really would appreciate if you'd consider subscribing to the channel, because it helps. Every click of that sub button helps the channel no end. Appreciate it. That's it for this video, guys. More coming very soon. You never know, we might get another unboxing if we can find out where on earth my Queen Studios Balrog Buster's got to. If not, I'll be talking about something else. So until then, I have no idea when I'm posting this video. I'm recording it just before I start my night shifts. And I'm going to load it on the channel and get it to release on a certain date. But I know there's already a video waiting to be posted, so I don't know when this will post, but I hope you're all well. Thank you ever so much for watching. I'm going to shut up and go, and I hope the new mic's working all right. I need to find out now when I edit. So take care of yourselves. Until next time, I'll catch you then. Ta-ra.